Good afternoon to all of you. So today I have come with a very interesting session. All right. So this session talks about how to increase your reasoning ability. So reasoning is very important in the sense reasoning is required everywhere. All aptitude tests they check reasoning ability. For any MBA entrance examination, including CAT, ZAT, SNAP, NMAT, IFT, all check increasing reasoning ability, right? Apart from that, you write any aptitude test, reasoning ability is being checked, right? So now question is, what is the reasoning, right? So what is the reasoning ability, right? So is it that something which can be taught, or is it there inside? So if you see, it is actually there inside with us. We are supposed to apply that because all of us use reasoning at different timing during our everyday activity. So everyday activity means if I say that a simple thing is like this, that yeah, which t-shirt you want to wear. So there is a reasoning. Which color, right? Or which t-shirt means which is having a perfect fit, or which color. So everything is having a reasoning. So there is some reasoning box over here. Okay, so reasoning is already there. Now the question is that reasoning is to be streamlined. Streamlined in the sense, when it is coming to the question, how do I streamline that, right? So that is what it is. So in this session, I'll just go through all those things. Now, please remember one thing over here in this session. Um, what I'll do is I'll have a series of sessions, right? So in this month, every weekdays, that means Monday to Friday, we'll be having sessions at 12:30 p.m. So you can put in your calendar that a reminder, and accordingly you can join over here. Okay. All right. So let me proceed. Aja. Before I start, uh, I will urge all of you to like and share this channel, and then of course you can subscribe, and also don't forget to click on bell icon so that any other sessions, whatever I'm taking, you can get the notifications of the same. All right. Now let's see what are the agenda today. So as I was talking about, increase the reasoning ability. So we have a series of sessions, Monday to Friday. Every day is at 12:30. Of course, there are two more different session I'll put forward. I'll show you the slide also. I'll show you the schedule also. Right? So don't worry on this. So the basic agenda is how to think, right? So how to think means what? We always think, right? Now there is a way of thinking, right? So now I'll not talk about this way. I'll talk about a little bit a different way. So often you have heard this kind of thing from your elders and from your mentors, that think positive, right? Think reasonably, or think rationally. So these are all ways of thinking, right? So there are a lot of different ways of thinking, right? Now in this session, what I'll do is I'll just talk about how to think on different questions, and accordingly we can find out some questions also, that to check how do we think. Okay, so that is what our agenda is. Okay, so there are some basic rules how to think. One is think simple. Think simple means whatever be the question or whatever be the situation, right? Think in a very simple manner. So don't think in a very complicated manner. Very complicated means Is it something very big, or is it something huge things, or very difficult problem? So think the problem can be a little bit simple, and find out the solution in a simple manner. So that is what it is. So basically thinking and find out a solution, right? So here, to find out a solution, you just think in a little bit simple manner. Do not think very, very complicated one. Fine. So this is how actually you think, right? You need to think while solving reasoning questions. Of course, there are different types of reasoning questions, and as I told you that this session will be a series of reasoning sessions at 12:30. So you stay tuned, and then we'll be able to get all those things. Second is think with logic. So, so think with logic, right? So with logic means logically you need to think and then you need to answer. Fine. Now, what is the logic and all those? So logic is also all of us are having. We have to use that. And logic is to be used in a positive manner, right? And we'll see some questions and then find out how it is this, right? Next is very important. Think with a common sense. So you need to use your common sense in the question, right? Common sense means whatever normally the situation is, and in a normal sense, what it is talking about. That means I'm not talking about a very hi-fi. I'm talking about a very common reasoning or common logic or very simple logic you can apply over here. So that means it is simple. You should use logic and you need to have a common sense to be applied over there. ठीक है ना? So that is how our sessions will go on, right? So uh, okay, so we'll take up some questions and try to find out how it is happening. Okay, so let's get into there. Right. So I'll see. I've not given options because this is the very first class. So I've not given options because it's more on how to think. That's the agenda. Right. So you can write the answer in the chat box. What can you put in the barrel which makes it lighter? So you can write the answer in the chat box. Any answer which comes in mind? So there's a barrel, and generally in barrel liquids are kept, right? So the question is, what can you put in a barrel which makes it lighter? So any answer? No. Okay. So generally in barrel liquids are kept, fine. So and then you have to put something in a barrel to make it lighter, right? So how can you make it lighter? If you want to make it lighter, then you have to reduce the content inside. Okay. So if you want to reduce the content, decrease the content, how do you do that? So can you answer anything on that? So that means you in the barrel you generally get liquid. So in the barrel, what you get is you get liquid. Liquid is available. Liquid, and you have to make it lighter. That means you have to reduce the content. That's what it is. Right. So any idea which comes in mind? No. All right. Now see, what did I say? There are three things I told you. One thing is think simple. Second thing is put your logic. Fine. And third thing is common sense. Common sense means if this question, this situation is given to you, how do you act? How do we act? So the action is you have to make it lighter. So how do we act? So use some common sense. See, the problem is in front of you, right? There is a barrel kept in front of you, right? There's a liquid inside. You have to make it lighter. What you can put in a barrel? So there you can use your common sense. Okay. All right. So let's look at the answer. Right. So if you look at the answer, you'll say, yes, this answer is quite simple, and this could have been told. Right. Look at the answer. Okay. So I'll tell you in advance. If you look at the answer, you'll say, "Arey, arey, is something though I was also knowing, right?" So you just put a hole. If you just put a hole, it will be lighter. The liquid will go down. It'll just come out, and then it will become lighter. See, you just need to put a hole. Right. Now, I hope you have got a fair bit of idea what I was talking about. Think simple, right? And use common sense and use your logic. So use common sense means this is the problem given in front of you, right? And then just think that how do we do this? How do we handle? Now next is with logic. So what are the possible things can be done logically, right? And third thing, it comes out to be think simple. So think simple means no need to go for very high-fi things over there. Think simple. What I wanted to mean is do not keep on thinking ki, okay, I have to put some what is the content of the barrel. If it is water, then I have to do some, I have to put some liquid chemical. If it is petrol, then I have to put some chemical or something else. If it is a crude oil, then I have to put something. So don't think those things. Don't think so complicated. That's what I wanted to point out. Think simple. Something is there, liquid inside, right? So that is what I wanted to put in terms of think simple. Fine. All right. Logic means whatever is available, what is the best thing can be done, right, to make it lighter. Okay. I hope this is all right. I hope you have understood how to handle. Okay. Now let's get into the next question. See, you can write the answer in the chat box also. Okay, so can you answer anything? Think simple. You can write the answer in the chat box. So the situation is something like this. The the situation is you take a bite from your apple. So you have an apple, right? So you take a bite. Okay, find a worm in the apple. So when you take a bite, you take a bite, and then if you see, look at the apple. So there you can see that there's a worm, right? The question is, what is even worse? What is even worse than this situation? What is the situation? You can see after taking a bite, you can see that there is a there is a worm inside the apple. Okay. So the basic agenda once again is same. Think simple, not very high-fi, right? And put your logic, right? And use your common sense also. See, there can be many answers. You can write the answer in the chat box. There can be many answers. All right. So let's look at the answer. There can be many answers. So one of the answers can be like this. If you find half of the worm, what is even worse? What is even worse means this is a bad thing, right? So when you see, it is talking about when you take a bite and then you find there's a worm inside the apple. It's a bad thing. It is telling that what is worse than that. What is even uh, worse than that, right? So that means it is much more bad, I can say. So comparative degree is worse. I hope you know this. Bad comparative degree is worse, and then superlative is worst, right? So it is telling that with respect to this situation, anything much bad than this or worse, right? So find half of the worm. Half of the worm means it talks about that half of the worm is inside the mouth, right? All right. So see this type of things. What I wanted to point out that how do we think? So basically, this today's agenda will be today, and then the other things will be how do we think. So we'll talk about that, and then I'll just share the schedule of these sessions. It will be there on 12:30 Monday, Wednesday, Monday to Friday, right? So I'll share with the schedule, right? So I hope this is all right. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. Now this is quite interesting. If you had one matchbox with only one matchstick and entered a dark room in night where there were a fireplace and oil lamp and a candle, which would you light first? You can write the answer in the chat box. So use your common sense, use your logic as well as Think simple, not very complicated or not very hi-fi. Okay? So you can write the answer in the chat box. Okay, no comment. All right, fine. So, see, uh, what should be the answer? So, uh, apparently, it looks like it can be fireplace. I'm not given option because I don't want to give option. Just how to think is the agenda, right? Yes, wire lamp. Saloni is telling wire lamp, right? So of course there will be some reasoning, right? Reasoning of answering as wire lamp, right? So you can write the answer in the chat box also if you want. Why it is wire lamp? What is the reasoning? Why your answer is this? Saloni, if you want, you can write the reasoning also in the chat box. All right. Now look here. So how many objects are there which can be lighted? How many objects? How many objects which can be lighted? Okay, so Saloni is telling that because it will produce light for good period of time. So please be careful about the question. Question is, which would you light first? Okay, okay. So while lamp will persist for a long time, and then candle, and then we'll go for a fireplace. Fine. So okay, that's very fine. Thank you. Thank you for putting your answer in place. So can you tell me how many objects are there which can be lighted? How many objects are there which can be lighted? Sorry. I got a fireplace. I got a I got a wall lamp. I got a candle, and I have got one matchstick also. So actually there are four. No, it's not three. Can you see there are four? Four things, isn't it? So I hope you have understood what is the answer, right? So I hope you have understood what is the answer. So the answer is what? Question is, which would you light first? Yes, that's great. Fine. Now see, that is how you actually need to channelize your think, right? So see, look carefully. So it is very strategically these things are placed. Fireplace, oil lamp, and candle. Mastic is over here. It seems like these are the only three things which can be lighted. Yes, Sagar, absolutely correct. Very good. right? So it seems like these three are to be lightened, but the question is different. Your question is, which would you light first, right? So you have to light first the mastic. That's very good, fantastic. So uh, your answer is mastic. Okay, nice one. Okay, if it's good, so then we can proceed. So okay, all right. Now let's go to the next one. I have branches but no fruit, no trunk or leaves. What I am or who I am, whatever. I have branches, no fruit, no trunk or leaves. What am I? So you can write the answer in the chat box. Think simple. And it is a very, very, very common thing, right? Nothing, see, this kind of question you see, it is the things are around you. It's a very common thing, right? Think simple, think with logic, and use your the common sense to answer. Yes, Smriti, very good, fantastic. Smriti, absolutely correct. All right. So the answer is Smriti has given the answer, and the rest of the people, I don't know. I think. Okay. So the answer is the bank. Bank should be the answer. Is it okay to all of us? Interesting, right? So think the things are around you, right? Just you need to just think around and then try to put your logic to find out, yes, what is the answer. Okay. All right. So, so far, if you have liked the session, so what you can do is you can press the like button and you can subscribe the channel, and then you should go for the clicking the bell icon so that you can get the notifications of my further sessions, right? All right. Okay. So, see. I'm taking some classes in at Unacademy. So this is on behalf of Unacademy actually. So here it talks about I've got a special classes. Special classes. These are all free classes. You can just download the app, and after downloading the app, use my code to activate the membership. So this is my code PRAY10. This is my code PRAY10 PRAY10. Use the code to activate your account in the Unacademy app, and then you can uh, you can actually attend all these classes. These are all special classes, means these are all free classes I'm taking from 4:30 p.m. from 8 from tomorrow, right? So you can join this class. This is a free class. You do not to pay anything. Factors, we'll be talking about factors from number system. All right. And then there's another special class that's from 8 p.m. 14, 15, 16 is on logical reasoning. So this will be connected with your CAT logical reasoning, right? Now these are all plus classes. So if you want to join an academy, and then you can subscribe. If you want to subscribe, so while subscribe after subscription, you can attend these classes, right? So I'll be teaching only the faculty is same. So while subscribing, you can use this code to get maximum discounts. You can get a maximum discount of 10% on whatever be the price available. So you can use this code. Okay. So use this code, and then you can carry on with this. Okay. So the moment you use this code, you get a 10% discount and a carry on. So And plus, the classes are on already. Time, speed, distance class is on 7:45 p.m. It's is already started on 29th, and you can watch the video sessions also, whatever is already done. Another class is starting on percentage, simple interest, compound interest, profit loss discount, 6:15 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 14th. And another is logical reasoning, 8 p.m. from 17th of September. Okay. Acha. Coming to this YouTube session, this month, my sessions will be at 12:30 p.m. and this will be Monday to Friday. Okay. Now on reasoning and puzzles, I'll be taking session. But apart from that, Monday to Friday, Wednesday will be I'll be taking business quiz. So don't forget to attend this. This will be a very nice one. So business related, whatever is happening, I'll just give input and the quiz also. And every Friday we'll be having current affairs quiz. So timing is same, 12:30 p.m. So Wednesday business quiz, and then Friday current affairs quiz, and Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday we'll be having reasoning and puzzle based. Right. So this will be the agenda for this month. Okay. All right. So thank you very much for attending the session. So see you tomorrow at 12:30, and tomorrow will be a business quiz. Okay. So thank you very much.